What is going on, guys? So today I'm going to give you a quick update on my new Salomons, what they're like to skate. So as far as having like the big wheels, brand new bearings, that's you can just cruise around the park. I just went to a local park today, and St. Pete Skate Park, and we were just cruising around, having a good time. You know, you can roll and get down on these. So what are the modifications and changes that I've done since part 3 of this video? So before I put Phillips, just regular Phillips head screws that were the same thread as the bolt, but my brother had some of these. I didn't want to order them because ordering them on Roller Warehouse or anywhere, they were like $10, and then you have to pay like $10 for shipping. So it was like $7 to $10 for shipping, and so you end up spending like $17. Well, my brother had an extra pair of skates. He hooked it up, so I think that looks a lot better. You can see in the back here, I changed these from Phillips to, let's just go in a little bit closer. You can see they're like Allen heads. I may or may not paint these because they're basically the same hardware that I used on the next modification, which was the 45-degree strap. I used for here. I wanted all the hardware to match so it would look uniform, but next one is the 45-degree strap. This was originally a USD, I ordered this for my USD sways, and so it said USD here, so I found a little piece of like material from the back of a chair, and I had my boss, she does like sews up fabrics, so I had her stitch that on the front. I thought it looked pretty cool. So 45 degree, kind of looks like the same material as the skate itself. That's the outside, so that's what it looks like. So from far away, I think I got used to with, I had them on my sways, and the issue I was having on my sways is the hardware that came with it on the inside of the skate. You could really feel it. It was like a pressure point. And so I went to Home Depot and I went to Lowe's and I got hardware that is a little bit different. So if you ever see a T-nut for skating, it looks like a T, right? Well, they have these ones with bigger, they're like about, I'd say quarter size or nickel size heads on them, and then they're the same thing, and they have a way for you to actually screw them in, like attach them to whatever you're doing. So pretty good. All in all, I spent about like $15 in hardware to do the whole mod, and we're talking, so these screws I bought about 3 times, and the reason for that was because I had to keep taking them on and off to fit these sole plates, and I had the sole plates on here. Then I skinned them, and after I skinned them, I had to put it back on, and I didn't want to worry about any stripping hardware or anything. Another thing to note is if you get any of the T-nuts that are inside here spinning, you're going to have to drill them out or somehow get them out, right? Once you get them out, they sell the same thing at the ones that I used to attach my 45-degree straps. And like if you're having an issue with your 45-degree strap coming off, that's another issue that I had on my sways is the hardware just came off because it's too short. They give you like a super short screw to put in there. Anyways, the one I got is a 1/2 inch. It's a 1/2 inch long screw. So this thing is not going to come out of here. It's not going to come loose. And if it does, all I need is 1 Allen wrench to tighten it in. And so this basically takes 1 Allen wrench for this size. Okay, so the ones on the bottom are regular Phillips. So you just need a Phillips screwdriver to take those off. Okay, and what I did to get these in is I have a drill press at my work. I just took a drill press and went about halfway through the sole plate and halfway through here, just to open it up enough for the heads to sit, to countersink a little bit. And I did that all the way around here. And you can see, like, I'm pushing on this thing, like, I mean, it's got a little bit of flex if you, like, push really hard. But other than that, skating them, doing, Royale tricks, like, they're solid. Like, they're super solid. They're in there with 4 bolts the same way as a, the wide body. When you put the wide body on, these are in the same holes that you put the wide body on. Now, on This skate, you can see that two of them are right next to each other. So that's obviously I wasn't able to use the original holes for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe I think this back one was a little bit too close to the plastic. You can see in here there is a little bit of a gap. Okay, right here. And it's not much, so it doesn't affect your skating at all. It's a completely cosmetic thing, and the only way you're going to see it is if you were to do like a backflip and you're looking your skate. You probably still wouldn't see that. Now, if I wanted to get really like, really technical about it, I could pull this sole plate off, paint that black so you don't see it. All it's going to actually do is make my negative bigger. Do you see that? And that only happened from just the fitment of it. So these are trigger sole plates, so they're not really made for skating on Salomons. So if you look here, that's the size of the sole. So the sole is about to my knuckle at the widest portion here. Yeah, it's about, let's see, almost to the knuckle. But you can see here, that is, if you look at when you're grinding in a Royale, that's a Royale, and we're looking at, that's boot down Royale is right here. So you're looking at, that's the angle. And to do this side, that's the angle. So this is boot down right here. Now when I mean boot down, I'm talking about you're locked in this sole plate. That's completely down. So the cool part about these skates is when you're riding them, they have big wheels, so you're going to roll really fast. They have ABAC 9s. You can hear this after, listen to that. You can already hear these bearings after, a few sessions, but they're a little bit loud. But, what are you expecting for $20 on eBay? I got 89A wheels. And they are 72 millimeters, so the wheels themselves are going to hold up pretty long. These bearings, I don't know, but for 20 bucks, if I just got the wheels for 20 bucks, that would have been fine. They threw in bearings for 20 bucks, they were like $5 more. So I said, why not? They roll fast, so I don't have any complaints about that. I have my knockoff ABAC 11 bearings, and you say, well, they only go up to ABAC 9. I know. I saw them on eBay, and I was like, I have to buy these. They're ABAC 11s. Even though they're really probably like ABAC 9s with shells on them, like the different, what are they called? The covers for the bearings just say ABAC 11. So they're probably just some Chinese knockoff. But those bearings actually were the fastest bearings that I think I probably have ever owned. And they claim ABAC 11, so they must have just been modified ABAC 9s to, or maybe they actually made an ABAC 11 and it was just not, they were in testing or something. I don't know. But so that's that for this video. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, check out some of my other edits, videos that I posted. I posted a lot of videos recently because I had about 3 different YouTube channels. I had a Vimeo channel, and I wanted to take all my content and put it in one place. And that's what I did. And so this series is probably done. I don't know if there's anything else that I need to do. I was considering looking into blank sole plates. Blank, or getting, instead of, I just wanted to get them, not really to, I might not even do this, but I was thinking about getting the wide bodies that Salomons really originally came with, and then putting wide bodies on both and seeing what that looks like. But I don't know that I'm necessarily going to even attempt that. And that would just be so I have 2 different setups that I can use, where all I would have to do is remove this hardware, pop them in, and I could skate, just to switch them up if I want to. So that might be something to do later on down the road. And, just to have something to swap it to. Or Rollerblade also sells a solo. But if you're going to do a project like this, you can go with a one-piece sole, okay? I'm not saying you can't. Probably the carbon sole would have fit better. I'm not going to say that it wouldn't. The USD7 sole plate might have fit better. I don't know. But what I do know is that you can see I have trigger modded Salomons with NIM skins on them. And you can see it says it has the NIM logo right there. Let me take it up there. So NIM, it's probably backwards on camera, but NIM. And like I said in my last video, I could have left the whole skin on here and just, it would have looked fine. But it would have looked like an M. You know what I mean? It would have just looked like a regular M. I wanted to keep this back piece and the cuff exposed to make them look like USD carbons. And because this cuff, when you see this cuff, you automatically know Solomon, you know. And so the only thing I was looking at here, if you look there, there's a hole right here that goes into the liner. And it actually holds the liner in place. And I was wondering why they might have put that in there. But originally, I'm guessing they designed it where the liners were not supposed to come out. And I don't know why they would do that, but who knows. But thanks for watching. Share this video, hit the like button, subscribe, check out my other videos, post likes in those videos too. I'm sure you guys will enjoy those. We posted a lot of edits and different things over the years, so check that out, and I will see you in that next video.